The Indiana Hotel has always been kind of dead since I was a kid. I mean, a beautiful outside building, but it was never used for anything. So here in 2015, to get this building back up and running for Fort Wayne is probably the biggest thing for me.
This particular project is really a repurposing of space. We're saddened that we're losing former hotel rooms, but they're no longer functional to us. They're no longer functional to the community, actually. When we came forward with our big, bold plan of what to do with those floors, the community was really excited. So that was very gratifying because it's always a little scary to put a big, bold idea out there and see where it might go.
Getting materials in and out of the building was the biggest challenge overall, logistics of the site in general. So if you go outside, you'll see we built a steel structure over where the trash chute comes down to get the material out. Standard construction of today would have been make an opening inside of the building, set up a temporary elevator, get the material in and out that way, but we can't touch the outside of the building. It's a historically registered building. The good part about the project, most of it's interior. We can't punch holes in the outside of the building to get access in. We can't change the windows, we can't change the masonry.
And we had to come up with a unique system to make sure when we're throwing the debris out of the chute and down to the trucks, make sure we didn't create a hazard with dust and flying debris. So we had to make sure we came up with a system that encapsulated all the loose particles, again, for the public below.
I've been a laborer for 29 years, and I'd say getting stuff in and out of this building is probably one of the hardest ones I've ever been on.
We removed I think it was 75 truckloads of material we took out, which equated to like probably 700 tons of material we took out of the building. The second part of it is getting the material back in to do the construction. There's no room to get equipment to these floors to do this work.
They have to build a hoist onto the building by taking some of the old brick out and preserving it so we can put it back and connecting this hoist to our building and then coming in a very slim window and taking it down a very slender hall.
Not only are we looking at the types of materials we specify for the job to make sure it fits through the access we have, but it's also it's a lot tougher to get it up here, slower. The construction of these floors back then was sledgehammers, wheelbarrows, shovels, ramps. That was the method of construction, so we kind of reverted back to the old days of construction because there's just no accessing equipment up here.
Weigand as the contractor has been excellent in being creative with us and in understanding our challenges.
The challenge of it is exciting to me, if that makes any sense. We're cutting all of this structural concrete out of this building in a way that doesn't compromise the existing building and then installing new structure. And it's kind of a dance of you have to install this before you can take this piece out.
Working here at the embassy is a once-in-a-lifetime project for me personally. I'll be able to come here for years, bring my kids to the Festival of the Trees, to shows, whatever it may be, and be able to tell them I was a part of this. So it's a huge deal to me. It's a huge deal to Weigand Construction to be a part of it. It's really an honor and a privilege to work in here.